What is up, my Cancerians? So, it's your girl Kelly coming straight at you from the Queen Tarot B in Boston. A very snowy Boston, might I add. The sky opened up and dumped a whole bunch of snow on us last night. And it was a good time walking outside a little while ago. Anyway, I already break my neck. We know this without any help. I don't need ice and snow. So, the first things first, I'm changing up the way I'm reading a bit, Cancer. I just want you guys to know that I'm going to be telling you what I see when I'm shuffling. A lot of downloads come into me while I'm shuffling, and I don't feel like that information always gets relayed in the reading itself. So if I tell you what I'm seeing when I'm shuffling, you're going to get pure information right there on the spot. And then whatever I pull for your read. So while I shuffle with the after tarot, I'm going to then, don't mind me being a pretzel, I'm going to then pull a spread from the Santa Muerte deck, and we'll discuss it after that. The other thing is that I know your video is late for the end of February, so it gives you guys a chance to view it, like, subscribe, whatever you do, or if you need personals, it's in the box below, whatever I'm trying to say. I don't sit here and talk about myself. So anyway, like, I'll tell you guys stories to relate to me and what's going on, and that I can understand what you're going through, but I don't sell myself. So whatever you need, it's down there. The other thing is that the sign with the most views at the end of next month for this month's reading, right now, this video, Taurus already won for the beginning of the month with like 28,000 views. I was like, holy Taurus. So I'll look at this video at the end of next month, and that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to check at the end of each, I guess, half month. And hopefully twice a month I'll get to do that, offer a free reading. I'm going to go in the comments. I'm going to tell you exactly what I want you to email me. That way I will know that it was you that won. I'm going to write email in huge letters on your comment, and then I'm going to tell you what I want in the subject line, so I will know that you won. So yeah, the most views. So pass it around, get it out there, and you have a chance at winning a 60-minute free reading twice a month. No, I'm not reading friends and family and all that. I don't read friends and family. It's a #1 rule of mine, and I don't read myself. So anyway, let's get on with it, Cancer. Last month was really, really heavy. I'm hoping this month I'm getting a collective of you that are doing better, or, you know, a better message. I felt like last month was just so heavy, and I carried that with me for so long. So anyway, let's get to shuffling, see what we can find out. All righty. Ooh. So, Cancer, you showing up right away. The moon, but in reverse. So I feel like some of you may have left those situations, or left a situation. And finally, you know, you're not really right in yourself yet. I feel like some of you may have finally gotten out of really bad relationships. But you're not feeling yourself yet. You're still kind of that moon in reverse, like coming out of that drawing of energy and feeling that bad energy yuck from this relationship you were in. You're coming out of it, though. So that's the good news, is that you're coming out of that. And now I feel like you're starting to get into a phase where you're going to take care of Cancer. Cancer is finally understanding that they need to take care of themselves or their children, whatever that's supposed to mean, before they take care of somebody else. It looks like this person that you may have been with that ended the cycle for you is somebody that was not financially abundant, or didn't provide a stable home like you like. They pretended to be somebody who was stable, but in all reality, they had a past that you were warned about. Like, some friends may have warned you, or family, or I feel like somebody's warned you that this person was like that, and told you their past, but you wanted to give them an opportunity anyway. And I feel like that didn't really end well. They lived up to their reputation of being that person who is in third-party situations. And let me say, God, you know, definitely don't want to start a video without saying this, guys. it can either be yours or your partner's energy. So if you're new to cross watching, please do not leave negative comments where people are trying to take, life problems seriously about how I'm wrong and blah, blah, blah. Nobody wants to read all that when they're actually going through life problems. So just, if you're learning to cross watch, ask questions, but don't leave negativity. No negativity here, guys. We had a lot of heavy reading last month. So Mercury retrograde is coming. Everybody run, hide your kids, your cars, your wives, your husbands, everything. It looks like Mercury retrograde hit you guys early. But this person really lived up to their reputation of, they play like they have all this money, like you're the only one, and really they've got no money and they're living off of other males or females or however you're receiving this energy. This person may have stolen from you. I see, some things stolen. This person may have stolen from you, which caused you to finally say, okay, enough is enough, because I'm seeing you pulling out of that and going into a world phase where you need to get balanced. You need your moon balanced with the world. You need to restore some balance there. I feel like the negativity just ate you all up. So this could have been someone you were married to or somebody that you were in a long-term commitment with. I feel like this time, for a long time, you ignored it. And now that it's like the 11th hour and you're losing your apartment or whatever, you're finally like, all right, that's enough. Or you're losing, public assistance because of them, or something's happening there that caused you to say, okay, enough is enough, because before you were pretty blind to it. And it looks like it could be someone from your past, or that you've had a long-term commitment with, but they've really changed and you don't know who they are now. Because I feel like a significant shift in personality there, from loving and caring to stealing and, at first trying to present the right things, trying to do the right things. But in the end, it was like they went back to who they've always been. They just couldn't handle the requirements of a regular relationship, is what I feel, is that they've always been this kind of leech type of person, and trying to provide for you or something like that, or provide stability even. They just broke right under the pressure. And I feel like you probably had like a bit of a tiff with them about this. Your tower moment's coming in the past, like recent past, but I feel like you had some pretty cutting words about this, and you may have asked for whatever they had taken back. And I feel like that they keep saying they'll get it back to you, but your intuition is telling you that it's not going to happen. Maybe it was something important of family value, and that's what made you tick, tick, boom. But your intuition is telling you, whatever this was, if it wasn't money, they pawned it. It's long gone. They're just telling you they'll get it back to you to keep you off their ass, is basically it. But whatever it is gone. I'm sorry, guys, whether it's a large sum of money, whether it's family jewelry or something, I'm so sorry. You're just going to hear excuses, but I think in your intuition, you may have already known that. You were just hoping for a better turnout than what you got, which was a raw end of the deal. It looks like, you took down a barrier for this person and you really let them in. And they just turned out to be this person who did not have the strength of character to pull out of it. It looks like maybe at one point they might have wanted to, and they wanted things with you. They did. But my hair's driving me crazy. But at this point, they're just leaving a trail of broken hearts. Like, they don't know how to be anything else. Like, no one, and I'm not sticking up for them, but it's almost like no one taught them better, and that's all they know. So being that personality is just who they are. And, a snake can shed its skin, but it grows another skin. It grows another healthier version of the skin. So that snake, that death, why I'm getting the death card in, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. I don't really like to get into that, but I'm getting the death card in because I'm talking about shedding of old skin. And this person is not able to do that, no matter how much they care about you. It just seems like that strength of character, like they always give in to the urges. Maybe they're a kleptomaniac. They just steal things. Maybe they are addicted to drugs. There's a reason why they stole it and pawned it or spent it. Yeah, I feel like you guys made the decision to cut them off. You were sick and tired of it. And my God, Cancer, I'm so proud of you. This is not an easy step for you. You guys are seriously learning a serious lesson here. You don't ever walk away from relationships, even when you should, and it's 100% that you should. You don't do it. And it scares me for you guys because I get readings like last month. You guys are so sensitive and such a beautiful personality. And, you know, you just, that rolling water, that sound of rolling water comes to me when I think of your sign. You finally learned to shut off a negative person and give them nothing else. It took something significant and of value for you to do it, but you did it. And this is amazing to me. I feel almost like some of you listened to me last month and walked away from somebody who really did you dirty. And you want the truth now. You're now working on yourself. You're now going inside of yourself wondering, why did I stay with this asshole for so long? The problem and the answer to that you stayed with this person because they offered you a reality that wasn't, like I said, wasn't real. Made themselves look more important than they really were. Maybe they lied and said they had this huge job and they made all this money, or maybe they're writing bad checks all over the place, or stealing credit cards or something like that. They presented this false sense of reality and comfort to you, like they had it all together. But really behind it is like a mastermind of bullshit. Like, I can't even tell you how right you are to walk away from this person. Yeah, someone definitely stole, and it broke your heart. Like, they stole either a significant amount of money that you just got in, maybe an inheritance you didn't even know about and cashed it, or maybe say you turned on a utility in their name and they got the deposit back or something like that. And because it's in their name, they didn't give it to you. Whatever that weird situation is, they definitely stole something from you. Maybe you haven't figured it out yet. You just had enough of their bullshit and said, fucking see you later. But they definitely stole something from you. There's that brash, like, personality who's addicted to drugs, who will do anything they have to it's like the crabs in the barrel, pull each other down, you know, to get up, and no one actually makes it to the top. So it's, you know, she's got that mentality of, you know, stepping all over people to get what you want. And they definitely took something, and that something is gone. And again, like I said, I was seeing death in my head, and I actually haven't seen this card all day, really. So it's weird that it finally popped up. I've only seen it maybe, I think, once or twice. And in a day full of reading, usually it pops up because everyone's going through change. And here comes Mercury retrograde to shit all over our parade, as usual. But they definitely took something from you significantly. Some of you may be in bankruptcy. Some of you may be in, like, legitimate trouble here. Some of you lost family heirlooms. Some of you lost a big, significant amount of money. This person, so for a small amount of you now, not everyone is your twin flame, okay? You guys need to really learn about this. And that's why I'm going to put the video out that tells about the different types of relationships. But some of you, a very small number of you, are dealing with a twin flame That's what drew you to this person and made you stay so long. That's why you felt compelled to stay. And finally, you want out of this. You're done. You're like, fuck this. I'm done. You're out of here. And when Cancer gets to that point, I feel kind of bad for the person on the other end, because Cancer never abandons family or leaves family. So a small amount of you are dealing with somebody who could have made you happy, but they never took the right direction in life. They never took the right direction in life, and they couldn't live up to this person that you wanted them to be. So when it came down to working it out, this person was out. They were like, deuces. This person was out as quick as they could be. And there's a significant amount of hurt at the betrayal here. You guys are coming in at the King of Cups, and your card is already here. So I feel like this is your energy, because you guys are showing up big time here. And that betrayal really did you in. It really did you in. Some of you might be going to court. Yeah, no doubt. Some of you might be going to court. We've got the Queen of Wands, who reminds me of an attorney, a female attorney, whenever I see it with the Justice card. Reminds me of like a female attorney or an attorney. A lot of fire signs are known to go into law, probably because we're very warlike, and, we have that energy of being able to take care of ourselves type of thing. Sorry guys, my back's killing me with the snow. I'm getting old. In fact, I will be 39 this month, coming March 27th, baby. First decan Aries. But it's like, I feel like this is an attorney. I feel like this is, it's almost like right now I'm looking at a courtroom and the judge is there. And I see this woman sitting off to the side, and with it is this, like, they're making a decision, they're both facing this. They're both, well, she's facing front, but the way I'm seeing it is they're both facing this, if it makes sense. That's the way they're putting it through to me, is they're casting judgment. They're bringing down a judgment. So some of you may be in court with this person because they've taken you to your very last dime. This is odd. So we've got the Emperor. So, okay, some of you may be dealing with an Aries. Got it. Just had to say it for those of you who really get bothered about signs, but I don't always see the cards as signs. They're just energies. But we've got the Emperor with the Empress in reverse. That is very rarely going to happen. And so I feel a lot of masculine energy here. I feel like the masculine energy, and I feel like a lot of you females feel reversed, like you don't know who you are anymore. Like this has really done you in up here. It's been a real mind trip, and there's no new action being taken. You're not going toward them. You want what's yours. You want what's yours because you've put in the work. You'll see the little ships in the ocean coming in. You're setting free the other stuff, getting rid of the negative energy. You're properly mourning. You're not staring at this Three of Cups anymore and emotionally drowning. Notice you don't even see yourself over there emotionally drowning in these cups. You're now turned toward the Two of Cups. So now you're turning toward loving yourself and realizing that self-love is more important. Love of your children is more important. So that's what we have for shuffling. And now we will get into your Santa Muerte spread. And then we'll get off of this thing so you can see the video. Okay. So there's your shuffling. And here is the Santa Muerte here to give us some answers from the spirits. Okay. So let's get the collective Cancer energy in here, please. You guys, like, I can't believe you're amazing. You're amazing. Like, you've learned the hardest lesson of walking away for a Cancer. That is so hard. And I'm so proud of you guys. Like, you have no idea. I want to kind of cry because I can feel how hard it was for you guys to walk away. I feel your tears. It's not easy for you to walk away from somebody you loved. You will do everything you can before you truly, honestly walk away. And so I feel kind of sad at the same time, but I'm proud on the other hand. You know, I'm very proud. I feel like some of you are going to look at this and have actually listened to what I had to say last month. And that's so important to me. I'm not here to bag on anybody. I'm not here to purposely be mean. I'm here to bring you what Spirit wants you to know about your life and messages. I'm not here to be mean to you. I'm just very direct because Spirit is very direct. And, well, I'm an Aries. I don't sugarcoat things. I call it how I see it because sometimes in the shock of hearing it, hearing someone else say it out loud to you, is that shock you need to get away from whoever you're dealing with, whoever that toxic individual is. And knowing that I got through to some of you makes me feel amazing because, some of you were really done in last month. I mean, it was pretty emotional. And I feel like this is too, like you guys are really emotional right now. But you're dead set on getting that esoteric knowledge and that, you guys are going into cocoon mode big time. You're like, that's it. I'm done. I'm going and I'm taking my stuff with me. Wow. These are really flipping for you guys today. I'm not allowing this person back in anymore. Whatever they've taken, I feel like was something that was of significant value. And you guys are just done. You're like, nope, I want the truth of this now. I want to see everything that I haven't been seeing before. And that's probably why you're sitting in front of me. Awesome. The bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles in reverse. Now notice this king is not sitting in a throne. This king is sitting in a bunch of vines and thorns, and he's full of shit. He's not associated with any sign. These are the dead. And he's taking his box of pentacles and he's trying to run away with them instead of feed his kingdom. He is the king of pentacles. It is his job to provide and feed his kingdom. But here he is with the treasury and there he goes. He's out of there. As soon as he can get untangled from all the messes he's made and all the lies, he's out and he's taking that money with him. If he hasn't already, or she. Because the kings are and queens are pretty androgynous. They can come in as, either or. So a guy can come in as a queen and it means nothing, nothing like, anything at all remotely what you think it is. It's more the energy, the energy value of the person and how they come across. If they, carry themselves more with aura and dignity and something like that, that brings you in as a queen. Even though you're very masculine and kingly, the king comes in and he rules with iron fist or, with staff or a sword or this particular king, he manipulates with money, buys his way out. So, don't think that if I'm saying, hey, you're coming in as the king, blah, blah, blah. No, they're androgynous and they're very much interchangeable. It's just a matter of that you have to learn the aura differences. She rules with aura and word and sometimes beauty. She rules with prosperity, luck, love, those kind of things. So look at it in the positive sense. The entering energy you have here is the Seven of Wands. So it's like, this is a card of having to stand up for yourself and having to take a stand against what you've grown for yourself. This is your safe space. And it's taking a stand. This is your garden of life. Nobody else grew this to tall trees but you. And it's like you're taking a stand for what you believe in. This is my safe space. You can't come in it anymore, and you're done. And that's what I'm getting off of it. And right here with the Four of Swords, you're laying to rest. You're like, all right, all of this stuff is going in this coffin, and that shit's going in the ground. Like, I'm done with this. I'm done with you. I'm done with this whole thing. I'm done. Devastated, yes. Again, I feel like a piece of family jewelry might have been stolen. That's the way I'm seeing that right now. You're devastated. Your heart's on the ground. You've got a centipede here. And you can see it kind of sneaking toward this piece of jewelry. And this person's so unaware because they've cried out everything that they could, right? Well, you're just done. You're like, okay, that's it. And this was a rash decision made by the other person. We've got the Knight of Wands who's so graciously shoving a sword down his throat when he's supposed to be delivering a message. But instead, he's playing in whatever those are, flowers. I'm not a flower person. I don't know them, really. My favorite flower is a yellow snapdragon. Other than that, I don't know. But he's sitting in the flowers with his horse, just kind of doing whatever. And he's shoving a sword down his throat and trying to impress the ladies. And, you know, this is what he does. Snap judgments, snap decisions, doing stupid things, like immature, very hurtful type of personality, very violent type of personality. This person can just jump to violence like that. With this, it shows me like this person did not need all of these cups. This is the people. I see like these are people kept in a box. These are all the people this person has probably done the same thing to. All the shit they've stolen. Just hiding in a box. And this is obviously in regards to love, because you see with the Nine of Cups, you see that this little heart is there, and it's telling you that it's almost like the show hoarders. I mean, they're literally hoarding cups to the point where they can't close the chest to carry it or put a lock on it, if you look. And this person intends to lock this up. They're going to hoard and steal and lie and do whatever they have to do. Hoard and steal and lie and do whatever they have to do. This is amazing. Okay? Never seen this happen before. Right under your King of Pentacles is none other than the King of Cups in reverse with him. With the Knight of Pentacles, who's running off with more money. I have never seen that happen. It's very rare. This is a very rare read. You guys are getting like the ultimate details about what this person's been doing. This person is emotionally unavailable. Or it could be you, Cancer, doing all of this. You're emotionally unavailable. You're stealing from your partner. But I keep seeing this show up a lot. This is like someone who pretends to be abundant. So it's almost like different people you're dealing with, but they have the same characteristics. They intend to give you nothing. It's quite that simple. Your lesson is the Eight of Cups. To learn that, mourn it, and move on. And you figured that out. So right now, I'm so proud of you guys. I'm like super excited. So here they are hoarding, right? And here's the Empress again. This is usually somebody, if the Emperor isn't there, this is somebody that they're keeping on the side, or somebody that is the mistress. This may be where the money went or the jewelry went. This is usually someone on the side. And there's the Three of Wands. Ship's not coming in. Nothing's coming in. This cute little guy has a book on it in his mouth that says virtue. And I said this to somebody this morning. It says virtue on his little book. And he's waiting for somebody to return that. Because he's received it. He's holding virtue. And he's received it and wants to share it with his partner. But nobody comes. Because he's reversed. Then we have the Eight of Swords again in the upright. You're done with this confusion. You're done with this person not being virtuous toward you and having someone on the side and hoarding hearts and leaving a trail of broken whatever and, you know, presenting themselves to be something that they are not. You're done with it. The Eight of Swords talks about coming out of all that mind prison and seeing it for what it really is, which is a complete and utter lie. All of it. We have the Santa Muerta card here, and this is the card of death. Again, shedding your skin, becoming something new. You're shedding your skin. You're seeing all of this, and you're learning from it. You're walking away, and you're becoming something new. You're having a metamorphosis of self. You guys are working on you, and that is so amazing. You're no longer going to tolerate people like this. Here's the Five of Swords in the upright. This is actually in reverse, though. You know, she's sticking her arm in there and stealing, and yet she feels still in the right to throw her arm up, and he's in the background and doesn't know what's going on. So I feel like you were in the background, not realizing this person was stealing. And, you know, she's making it look good, but yet she has her hand in the honey jar. You're done with people like this that make it look good, but don't come through. The guy who or girl who's always in and out, that energy that's always in and out, you're cutting them off. You're done. How do I know? Your cycle closed, guys. There's the world. And it's not even just the world. That's your exiting energy. That's your energy coming out of this spread, is you finally coming to a close with this and finally having enough. I am ecstatic because I just want to know, like, who took advice from last month, if at all. I'm not trying to blow my head up, but I want to know that I help you guys. You know, I want to know that I'm doing this for something, that there is a cause behind all of this effort, that there is a cause behind me reading. You know, I want to know that I'm helping somewhere and doing something. So that's your read, guys. Again, whoever gets the most views for this video, I will check it in the middle of next month. I know it's late getting out and everyone else has a head start. So that's why I'm going to give you like either 2 weeks or a month to get your views up. And this is Kelly with the Queen Tarot B now. I actually did change the name, Queen Tarot B, as in B. Boston, bitch, whatever fits that day. Coming straight at you out of Boston. If you guys need anything, hit me up in my email in the box below for a list of services if you want a private read. If not, I will see you later. Bye, guys.